The wish to silence the mind is something all of us break our head about every day when we wake up. Today, I'm going to teach you, or I'm going to rather guide you through a very gentle meditation practice where you learn how to silence the mind. You're going to cut yourself from all the external distractions. You're going to turn your consciousness completely inwards. You're going to go and touch the silence within. I hope you're ready for this. Let's get started with the practice. So, for this, be in the same seated position. Let the palms be rested on the knee. Just close your eyes. Oh, if you can't sit comfortably in this position, you can just lie down on the mat. Just listen to my instructions and go along with the flow. Let the palms be rested on the knee. Make sure you're seated straight with the chest lifted up. Let the eyelids be gently closed. Let the facial muscles be relaxed. Just listen to my instructions and go along with it. Don't think too much. Relax for a few seconds. Slow down the breath. Make sure you keep all the facial muscles completely relaxed. Mentally calm down, relax. Physically let go of all the stiffness and the tightness in different parts of the body. Now I'll go for sectional breathing. As you know, we have three different lobes in the lungs. We're going to do lower lobe, middle lobe, and the upper lobe breathing, what we call as sectional breathing. Okay? For this, again, make sure you're seated in the same position, no change in the position at all. Let the palms be rested on the knees. Keep the back straight. You take a deep breath in and try to fill up the first lobe of the lungs. Concentrate only on this part. Take a deep breath in and slowly breathe out. Once again, take a deep breath in. Exhale. Once again, the lower lobe breathing. Take a deep breath in. Let's go for last two rounds. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. One last round. Relax for a few seconds. Relax. Now we'll go for the middle lobe. Let the awareness be on the chest. Try to puff up the chest while you inhale and then contract it while you exhale. With the inhalation, there has to be expansion of the chest. With the exhalation, the chest sinks down. Okay? Let the awareness be in the middle lobe of the lungs, the chest region. Take a deep breath in and slowly breathe out. Again, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last two rounds. One last round. Relax. Observe the expansion of the chest. Relax for a few seconds. Now bring your awareness towards the thoracic region. We're gonna make sure our awareness is over here. We're gonna fill up the last lobe of the lungs. Keep the facial muscles relaxed. Take a deep breath in and try to fill up the shoulder region. Breathe in. And slowly breathe out. Again. We're gonna go for last two rounds. One last round. Take a deep breath in. Relax. By gradually practicing this over a span of few weeks and months, You'll be able to increase the lung capacity to very, very unimaginable height. Just observe the breath for now. Now, in one single breath, try to fill up all the lobes of the lungs. What we did right now is we did sectional breathing. The lower lobe, upper lobe, middle lobe, and the upper lobe, what we call as the abdominal breathing, the chest breathing, and the thoracic breathing. These are the three different stages of breathing, what we call as sectional breathing. Now, we're going to do the complete, what we call as the complete yogic breath. Means all the lobes of the lungs will be filled in one single breath. If you have very short breath, it's going to be difficult for you in the beginning in order to do this, but you'll get used to it by time. It's going to take a few weeks or few months in order to reach over there. So now we're going to do sectional breathing, which is filling up all the lobes of the lungs, the lower lobe, the middle lobe, and the upper lobe in one single breath. Okay. By doing this continuously over a span of few months or few weeks, you'll be able to increase the lung capacity for up to 5 liters also. You'll be able to breathe in for up to 1 minute or even reach for 2 minutes. And how do you do this? The breathing becomes very slow, it becomes very gentle, and becomes very subtle. In order to reach that, it takes consistent practice, and you have to get rid of all these mental disturbances that are there. Eventually, you'll reach there by time. So now we'll go for full yogic breathing, which is all these three levels combined together. In one single breath, we'll fill the lower lobe, the middle lobe, and the upper lobe. So we're going to adopt the same position. Let the palms be on the knees. Relax all the facial muscles. Take a deep breath in. Or before that, exhale completely. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to go for last 2 rounds. Take a deep breath in. One last round. And relax. Just observe the breath. Observe the different sensations in different parts of the chest. Keep the facial muscles relaxed. Relax and slow down the breath. If you feel like, there's a lot of numbness in the legs, you can just stretch the legs for a few seconds, else you can continue to be seated in the same position. Relax. Observe the calmness and the quietness in the breath. Observe the depth of the breath compared to the beginning of the practice. The depth of the breath would have gone up. You'll be able to inhale and exhale for a longer duration. Just become aware of it. Observe the expansion in the chest. Observe the relaxation in the facial muscles. Observe the silence in the entire body. Observe the calm and quiet state of the mind. Slowly start coming back. Become aware of the position of the hands and the legs. Gently rub the palms one against each other. Feel the warmth on the facial muscles. With a few blinks, slowly open your eyes and then dropping the palms down, gently open your eyes. So this is what we call as sectional breathing. What we call as Vibhagiya Pranayama. Vibhaga means different sections of the lungs. So we did the lower lobe, the middle lobe and the upper lobe. What we call as abdominal, chest and the thoracic breathing. If you're someone who wishes to enhance the depth of the breath, if you want to increase your lung capacity, if you've been suffering from asthma, if you've been suffering from any kind of breathing practice, any kind of respiratory related disorders, this will be the first practice for you. Before you practice any kind of pranayama, you have to first enhance the lung capacity. And the easiest way to increase the lung capacity, or even just to synchronize the flow of inhalation and the and the exhalation, we do this, what we call as sectional breathing. By regularly practicing, the lung starts to expand and there's going to be free flow of the breath in and out of the nostril. And remember one thing, never use the abdominal muscles for breathing. The diaphragm moves up and down when you breathe. Naturally, the abdominal muscles will move front and back, but you shouldn't cautiously, with awareness, move the abdominal muscles. Lungs are here, not here. Let the awareness be focused over here. You hear a lot of people saying do abdominal breathing, move the abdominal muscles out and never ever pay any attention to them. Abdominal muscle movement will happen naturally. You focus only on the chest. When the diaphragm moves down and then back up, there's going to be gradual movement of the abdominal muscles. Let your awareness be fixed on the seat of prana, which is the chest. This is where the lungs are. This is the seat of prana. You focus only here. Forget about this completely. So this is how you start your journey on the path of pranayama. Just becoming aware of the breath, dividing the breath into 3 different levels, 3 different sections, and then getting started. So if you want to practice this by yourself, do this level 1, 2, 3, 5 times to start with for first 2 weeks, and from the 3rd and the 4th week onwards, you can increase it to 10 rounds. 10 rounds of level 1, 10 rounds of level 2, that is the chest breathing, 10 rounds of level 3, which is the thoracic breathing. In the thoracic breathing, just keep your awareness here fixed on this. You have this clavicular bone over here. Just make sure and imagine that while you breathe, while you do the breathing process, only this part of the body is filling up with the air. Then naturally, the upper lobe will fill. More on this, I'll be sharing in the subsequent videos. So this is how you start your pranayama journey with the sectional breathing. Just bringing in general body awareness, general breath awareness, so that you prepare yourself for the pranayama practice. I hope this was useful. Do give this a try and share with the ones who really need this. You're experiencing this silence, share it with others, then your silence will also go ahead. Do let me know how you felt in the comments below. I really look forward to reading them. Have a peaceful day, and I'll see you in the next one.